I know I'm sure you've talked about it a million times, but you brought up the cement truck thing, and it's just I won't
shut up about it.
You shouldn't.
It's a real talking point.
I won't shut up about
it
because when you. This is a terrible thing to say, but getting to tell other people for the first time, that is amazing. Whenever if you're watching a movie or someone's like, "Oh, I love that movie," I'm like, "You know, I was wrecked by a cement truck."
Yeah,
and they're like, "What? No way!" Yeah, look it up. Boom, ran over.
Yeah, fun knowledge to drop. Yeah, it was a good excuse in high school because I was a good little kid baseball player, right? But like, probably wouldn't have been that good. Like,
now that it's all potential.
Yeah.
Potential
so then after that, it would have been like, I would have been the star shortstop. Goddamn knees. Yeah.
You have that unscratched lottery ticket.
Yeah, totally. It was like, I wasn't fourth grade all-star, but did I hit 2 home runs in fourth grade? Yeah, I did. But they're like, with the short fence? Yeah, the short fence.
It went over.
Yeah, but everybody had the short fence.
That could have been your villain origin story, and instead
it could have been. Yeah.
I truly though, I
it was actually like, it sucks because I still have to deal with health issues from it, and like there's like weird shit that happens with my body because everything's a little off. But I wouldn't trade it in because, like,
wait, for real?
I for real wouldn't, because I wouldn't be talking with you guys here at Barstool.
Promoting The Outlaws on Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix, July 7th. That should be top of mind. But yeah, no, like really, because like super blue collar family, no one like. Going to college is like whoa, look at him go.
Right.
So to like move to Hollywood to pursue a career in acting wouldn't have been. But
do you think that was because of that? Like, I mean,
my parents told me, they were like, yeah, it's because you got hit by the damn cement truck. That we were like, hey, he didn't die. Yeah, go. Follow your dreams.
Oh, we owe him one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We
let him play in the street. So yeah.
Holy shit! I was gonna say, what's the correlation? But yeah, I mean, I think it was
pretty.
Really...
Yeah, because like we didn't know anyone west of Omaha. So like to move to California, which was like the first time any of us had been there, where it was like, I saw a girl smoking a joint, sunbathing topless. The day I signed my lease when I was 18 years old, I'm like, this is the greatest place. And by the way, I've never seen that since. I was like, was she just there welcoming like 18-year-old boys? It was like the apartment complex hired this woman to just whip her tits out and smoke a joint and be like, this is normal here.
See you today, kid.
Yeah.
So Kumail Nanjiani talks about first time he came to America was the Macy's Day Parade.
Oh, really?
And he's like, it's just like the movies. This place is crazy.
Dude, I did the Macy's Day.
Oh, sorry. Well, sorry to interrupt, but like you went out on a whim at 18, or like, did you have like a role, or like did you get a little something at home?
No, and I wasn't like
I'm gonna go be a movie star.
You hear how like Ashton Kutcher was like spotted in a mall, and they're like, you have to be a star, and then like his first audition was for that 70s show, and they're like, I'm not that good looking. Like it took me a long time to like find my way, and I just moved here. I moved to California and met Blake and Kyle Newacek, who we created Workaholics with, like day one at community college.
Wow.
In improv class. And I was like, the guy with the little afro was like really funny, so I started chopping it up with him.
Honestly, that's one of those stories in its own right. Day one of community college, you meet these two guys. That's as lucky as him in a fucking ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, for sure. Like, and it was like, we say that all the time about each other. We're like, the reason we made it is because we had each other. And like you were always pushing that person to
except
to
for Blake, who was like, "Don't do these movies."
Well, yeah. But it was like actively going like, well, he's writing that thing, so I'm gonna write this thing. Yep. And like you're constantly making each other,
did it ever get competitive though? Like in a toxic way where it was like was there any
they might hate me. I'm wearing all white. I got the rollie on.
Why did
I'm wearing
you just
all
say
white.
no to the all white? It clearly is. At the end of the day, it's not going to bother you right
now. No, I don't think so. Like they're like those guys, like my brothers, and you just want them to win. Yeah. And none of us have gotten like that.
Right.
Like I feel like if one of us
left you in the dust,
if like Durs was like Brad Pitt level, fuck famous, and we're like, well, fucking put us in some goddamn thing. I feel like we're all
right. So the doing the Outlaws, you are doing like action scenes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is that something you think you can you be like a action star?
Matt Damon has to get old sometime. Yeah, and I'm like fat him, so I'm the comedy. I'm like Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, like smush them together, add 40 pounds. I'm that guy.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, that's like my favorite comedies are like action comedies. Yeah. Like Lethal Weapon and 48 Hours, and all those are my favorite. So. Yeah, that'd be the goal.
I mean, I do feel like the sky's the limit these days. Like, once you get in, if you have the talent and kind of like the work. Like, I think back in the day, it used to be like you had to look a certain way and talk a certain way and have an accent or whatever. And now I don't think that's really the case. And I think you could be, as long as you're talented enough and like, know the right people, do it the right way. I feel like that's like attainable.
Well, yeah, I mean, and Netflix has been like really cool. They've always been very supportive. They've let us make they let us make Game Over Man, which was like an insane movie. Like in hindsight, looking back at it, I'm like, that was fucking insane. Like I sliced a man's face off in a meat slicer. Like my multiple dicks were cut off. Like my dick was out for like several minutes in the movie, and they like let us do it. And then like
you can run out of a closet with your dick out.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Well, the bit is that like the hotel's getting taken over by terrorists, and they're like, we're sort of trapped in this room. And we're like, what do we do? We got to hide. And I whip my belt off and I'm like, I got an idea. And I go, and you're like, what? And then these two guys come in and they're like looking around and then they open up the closet and it's me. I autoerotic asphyxiated myself and I'm hanging there in the closet as if I'm dead with my dick in my hand.
Dude, I knew it was fucking great.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. You do that.
Yeah. And it's like my actual cock in my hand. And it was like right before intimacy coordinators.
I was gonna say you must have snuck that in on the wire.
Right before it became like a whole thing, and then I like go to Video Village. It was supposed to be like a closed. I don't give a shit, but it was like a closed set. Man's dick is gonna be out, and then I go out there. It's like our transpo captain is standing there being like crazy shit. There's like 25 people just like eating craft services around the monitor as my dick's fucked.
You don't care about that? It doesn't bother you? You're just like, whatever.
I wish I don't wish, but it bothers me so little, and it weirds me out that it bothers some people. Like Newacek, who's our director, was like, dude, are you sure you want to have your dick out? And I'm like, yeah, who cares? My dick. And I think my butthole's out in it too. Like I get hit and my legs go up over my head and I'm butt ass naked. I'm like,
bro, butthole is crazy.
Yeah.
Dick out is one thing. Hole out is another, dude.
I didn't like spread my cheeks. I wasn't like a close up on my ass. But
it was a closed ass. I very recently on this show made a promise that you'll never see my butthole, and I'm gonna stick with it. But
all right,
you can't make the same promise.
Then you're not gonna make movie magic. Adam, dude.
Yeah, you won't have a #1 movie on Netflix for 2 weekends in a row like we did with Game Over Man. Sorry about it.